Good morning, everybody. How are you? It is Hump Day for those of you that work Monday through Friday. For everyone else, it's Wednesday. So, welcome, welcome. Let's see why it's there. It goes. Just checking my YouTube to make sure it was playing okay, and it seems to be. So, there we go. Let's see. Twitch looks like it's doing okay here. Um, hmm. Let me try something here. This is being a little stinker butt. So let's do that. Go back here. I just want to make sure everything is playing okay. Because, and there we are. Okay, it looks good there. I'm hearing an echo. It is from that. So we will mute it because that is extremely ignoring, annoying. That's the word. Well, I took and I got hungry, so I was gonna make myself a sandwich, right? And I went in and I had some potatoes. I mean, some tomatoes, and I couldn't find them. And well, I found them, and they were nasty. So I had to clean up that whole area, and it was kind of gross. So to that time, it took um, to do that. Um, kind of made me a little late today getting everything set up. So let's see a poll. Come on, let me do this. There we go. Start a poll. I like this. I don't really know what to call it. I'm going to call it a popsicle. This flavor, popsicle. I don't know how to spell that word. How do you spell popsicle? Okay, I guess you have to do it capital. And basically, I'm talking about any kind of um, it could be ice cream on a stick. So I'm going to say a creamsicle. Mm, a creamsicle, fudge sickle, none of these are words. An orange creamsicle, chocolate, orange cream, chocolate fudge, um, lime. We'll get some creamy ones and some fruit ones. So we got orange cream, chocolate fudge, a lime, or a cherry. So that's our poll today. So let's go ahead and start that. Let's like this. Let's share it over to the world, or at least the Twixverse and the Threadosphere. Typing in my Twitch address here real quick. I thought I messed it up. Come on, quit being a booger. My hands are being bookers today. So let's post this over here. And then let's go over to threads. then we'll post it over here. So it is posted. There it has posted. Okay. So we have done that. We have liked. We have shared. Okie dokie. It is now time to tell you why I did the poll. Today is National Creamsicle Day. I scream, you scream, we all scream for National Creamsicle Day. Every year on this day, one of the most famous frozen desserts in history is honored. And just in time, since we are in the middle of the hottest month of the year. Whether you're making ice pops at home or listening for the bells and music of the ice cream truck, today is the perfect day to indulge in a cool, sweet treat. So that is from nationaltoday.com. So, National Creamsicle Day. And let's see who is. Oh, first off, let me go ahead and do these real quick. We got a few promotions here. I'm promoting a couple of Dadman shows today, along with one of mine. On Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 2-year anniversary celebration of us him of Dadman streaming. A Fortnite football and squirrel streams with Dadman Walking. So over on his channel, Monday at 8 p.m. Um, join him in the celebration. Also, next Wednesday, he is going to be starting his 2024 SEC football special kickoff weekly kickoff special. He's changing the format a little bit this year. He's got a guest, a co-host. He will. I don't know if he's revealed who that co-host is yet, so I'm not going to do it. So go over on Wednesday the 21st and find out who his co-host is. That's at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Dadman's SEC College Football Weekly show this year. Um, so it looks like it will be fun. Also, next Tuesday, I will be doing a block party and I will be building the Great Horned Owl. So that will be next Tuesday at 1 p.m. Those of you that are on my server, I posted some of the previous pictures I did. I don't like how I did it, so I'm going to redo it all. But there's some pictures posted there, the ones I did. I've um, I have done quite a few of these. They're quite fun to do. So that is the promotions that we have uh, for today. Um, this morning part of the show, and let's check out our comments and say hello to our peoples today. We have Snorter Poopers Cuber. Hello, humans and other critters. Hello to you. I hope you are doing well this Wednesday morning in my neck of the woods, anyway. Sci-Fi Mombi, good morning to you. Good morning to you. Oh, well, excitement today. I fired my primary care physician and set up an appointment with a new one. Good for you. Good for you. Many people stay with people they don't like. And that's wrong. If you don't get along with them, if they don't mesh with you, then find someone else. I hope the new one works for you. I hope they do. And we have a Fallout Dave. Hello, hello. I hope you are doing well this morning. And Connie Cleary, good morning, everyone. Good morning to you. We have good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. So we have Sashi. Good evening to you, Sashi. I hope you are doing well today. It is, for those of you that don't know, Sashi is over in Malaysia. So 12-hour difference. So it's actually 10, what time is it there? Something's blocking my clock. It's actually 10:10 p.m. over there. Well, it is 10:10 a.m. where I am at. So, good morning, good evening to you. Um, Hellos and hellos, brother Brogu. Hello, Brogu. How are you doing today? I hope your day is starting well. And hellos, JPRPH1. Hey, JP, how are you doing this morning? We have Stream Elements and Saribot over there on the Twitch. Ba, 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 la, la, la. Hellos. I believe, yes, hump day. And Stunning doesn't like popsicles. Well, then I'm sorry. But good morning to you. Good morning. Freezies are better. I don't know what the difference between freezies and popsicles are. And we have, oh, you have red bean ice potong over there. Potong over there. Oh, I'm going to look that up. Let's look it up right now. We're starting right off the bat. Good. Red bean. I forgot what it was already. Red bean ice. Okay, red bean ice. Oh, red bean ice. It's like red bean. Oh my goodness. They show them in. I haven't. Oh, they actually have a recipe for it. But anyway, I'm going to share. Let's see if I can find a good picture that's not a product. Yeah. Well, that's a YouTube video. Well, here's one that's made at home. Let's get it over here. Here's a picture of it. Some from homemade. That looks really good. And then you can also buy them in the box. Oh, this one has a bunch of different flavors, but there's a one in a box, a brand. That just looks. I've had a red bean, and it's good. I had them like the red bean, them in the like the bread. Oh, what they're not called dumplings, are they? No, buns. Buns. That's the word I'm looking for. So I'm going to look up that recipe. Where's that one that had the? I'm going to look up this recipe here. Hopefully, it takes sugar, milk powder, water, corn flour, water, coconut milk, and red bean paste. And you make it. Oh, that sounds really good. So, you know what we're going to do? We're going to cut this. Let me go and hide that so you can still see the pretty picture. And I'm going to go and put it in my recipe. Maybe if I can find my cursor. My cursor sometimes disappears. Put it in my recipe keeper so that I'll have it for later. And I'm also going to put it on my Discord so that anybody that's on my server can check out all these wonderful foods that have been shared with us by Sashi. So let me go over to my Discord real quick. That way it will be done. Let's go to foods. Let's go to my Malaysian food. And there we go. And it is posted. So, yay. It just looks absolutely delicious. So, thank you, Sashi. Starting off strong. Yay. Let's see. Let's go ahead and remove that now. We have hellos. Squirrel. Yes, there was you did you see the squirrel? Dad JP says, when I was little, the orange creamsicles, banana popsicles, there was a root beer float type that on a stick I was also fond of. Dadman has a kind they're called rockets, and they have different flavors. The one you find a lot is the red, white, and blue, but this one is chocolate and banana, and it's really good. And Brogu is yay SEC football. Squirrels, I have had numerous encounters with them. They're crafty little devils. Yes, they are. The owls are not what they seem. LSU, LSU, says Brogu. LSU, LSU. I'll be seeing you, says Snorterpoopus. And go Tigers. Freezies are more convenient to eat, and you're not biting a big chunk of cold. And we have Bucky saying hello to everyone. Hello. Fallout Dave, no coleslaw pops? No. Detroit Tigers? No, that was the LSU Tigers. The LSU Tigers. I love mochi with red bean paste. I do too. Says Bucky. I do too. We have Tina the Naughty Dragon. Hello, everyone. And hi to the list. Hello, hello. Let's see. Yes, that's I actually when we went down to Orlando, there was a restaurant. It was like did street food, and they had the uh fish, the taiyaki, and it is delicious. I like it with the red bean paste. I actually have a taiyaki maker, the mold to make it, but I still haven't perfected it. Well, stay as long as you can, Tina, and good luck on your appointment today. Your daughter found the unicorn popsicles. I saw that on a thing that it had the different flavors. Corn sounds very interesting because I like corn, and I think sweet corn would be absolutely delicious. Because ice poton comes in many flavors. Red bean is the most popular corn, and yam are quite popular. Is the most popular. Corn and yam are quite popular too. That's follow the punctuation. And Tina, go Winnipeg Blue Bombers! Yay! And there we go. So that is 18 minutes into the show, 10:18 in my neck of the woods, which is the east coast of the United States. And it Streamer says we have 16 people watching. Wow. We have 13 people over on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for that. And oops, no, I don't want to do that. Come on. And let's see how many likes we have. I have to refresh the page. We have 12 likes. Thank you so much for that. Somebody forgot to like me. On our votes, we have 15 votes. Chocolate fudge is in number one. Orange cream is second. And let's see which one is third. Lime is third, and cherry is 0. So in fourth place. So I like the ones I like. Chocolate fudge is my favorite. Orange cream and lime I also like also. I also like also. That's repetitive and redundant, isn't it? I have. Let's see. Then Bucky's like, oh, then go Wolverines. I don't know anything about football beyond my grandpa being a fan of them. LOL. I understand that. The Chinese will be celebrating the Mooncake Festival next month, similar to Taiyaki. I have I have got some recipes for mooncakes, and I look at them, and it is absolutely fascinating. I had I actually have looked in the past for the mooncake molds to make my own, but yes, I need to go. You know what I need to do is go to our market next month and see if they have any mooncakes. So, it was me, Mrs. I forgot how much I liked you. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you for fixing that, Lucky. And Snorter Poopus asks Sci-Fi how their mouth is today. And Rich Men Auto Exchange of Metalorian says orange cream is first and lime is second. Yeah, I like both of those. I do love when I want a just like a fruit, like orange cream, I consider more like kind of a ice creamy pop. But I want more like just a fruit kind of pop, lime is my favorite one. And a good morning to you. And Tina has never met a popsicle I didn't like. And we have John Ponton. Oh, I know. Hey, JP. Hey, you're the same person, right? I know less about your football, American football, and yes, football over here is very different. Isn't football what we your football, Sashi, what we call soccer, or is it a difference? Because like there's a football in Canada that's kind of like ours but different. There's Australian rules football, which I mean, there's just so many different kinds. Um, but yes, we have hellos and we have Dadman. Hey, Mrs. Love, you have a great stream. Thank you. You too. And I think we have finally caught up with our chat. So thank you all so much for that. So it being yeah, football over there is your soccer, right? Okay. Oops, you forgot that's JP thought it was the old man cometh. To be fair, I'm making food. Well, go have fun. So here we go. Guess what time it is? It is time for You Love It, our puzzle. So we are going to use the word. Well, first off, let's get in the puzzle, or we can't do anything. First word we're going to do today is Audi. Audi. There's an O and an E. They're not at the O is not at the beginning. The E is not at the end. So how about poker? Poker. The O is in the second. The E is in the fourth. Yep, an innie or an outie. Yes. Fallout Dave, I thought the exact same thing. Every time I type that, I think that. While we're trying to figure out what this word is, today is National Navajo Code Talkers Day. National Navajo Code Talkers Day. Each year, National Navajo Code Talkers Day honors the contributions of the Native Americans who brought their unique abilities to the World War II effort. The day also highlights their impact on U.S. code and the Native American language that made it possible. While code talkers were instrumental during World War II, the United States military used the Native American language in their coded messages before. During World War I, the Choctaw tribe's language was called upon to relay coded messages. One member integral in creating the military code was Philip Johnson. While he was not Navajo, Johnson did speak the language. Johnston did speak the language fluently. He also recruited the native speakers necessary to the code talkers' success. Initially, there were 29 code talkers, including Charlie Soshi Begay, Roy Begay, Samuel H. Begay, Eugene Crawford, Oscar Ilfma, and Lord Oliver, to name a few. The number would grow. Until 1968, the program remained classified. At that time, The United States presented the original 29 Navajo code talkers with Congressional Medals of Honor. Well, excuse me, with Congressional Gold Medals. The remaining code talkers were presented with Congressional Silver Medals. There's some very interesting books out there about the Code Talkers. One is by Nathan Asung called Navajo Code Talkers. The other is Unsung Heroes of World War II, the story of the Navajo Code Talkers by Deanne Durant. Um, Check on YouTube and listen to some of the interviews that they had with these uh, men. In 1982, President Ronald Reagan proclaimed National Navajo Code Talkers Day to recognize all the tribes for their contributions during the war. In his address, he recognized other tribal nations for their contributions to the war efforts, mentioning the Choctaw, Chippewa, Creek, and Sioux by name. So, National Navajo Code Talkers Day. Fascinating. We have hellos and hellos. Uh, let's see. Did anybody? Loved. Oh, that could be it. We'll try loved first. We have a couple here. I know, Snorter Poop is it's a shame. Loved, loved, not loved. Let's try SOW, sewed, not sewed. This is going to be one of those that we're going to use all. I thought of a word, but I don't dare use it. Oh, it couldn't have been sewed because of the D. Dang it. I messed up on that one. How about bogey? Bogey. There can't be a D in it. I messed up when I did sewed. I should not have. Bogey. Okay, there's not that, but there is a G. So if we lose this one, it's probably my fault. How about gooey? Gooey. Gooey. It was gooey. So if we mess up because of one word, it's my fault because I messed it up at the beginning. So we have a word that has an S at the beginning, a UK, and an L. Let's see, what else do we have here? It is World Calligraphy Day. World Calligraphy Day lights up our calendars every second Wednesday of August. It's a special day that brings attention to the beautiful art of calligraphy. People worldwide take a moment to appreciate the skill and creativity involved in this form of handwriting. It's not just for those who are already good at it, beginners are welcome too. The day aims to share the joy and beauty of calligraphy with everyone. This day exists for a few key reasons. It encourages us to remember and value the art of handwriting in a digital age where typing is more common. Calligraphy is more than just writing, it is an art form that combines visual beauty and the written word. By celebrating this day, we are reminded of the unique charm and elegance that handwritten words can bring to our lives. It's a call to grab a pen and experience the joy of creating something beautiful by hand. I watch a person on TikTok who does calligraphy, and it is very. Oh, this was also from daysoftheyear.com. And Many people think that you can't um, do calligraphy if you have bad handwriting. Hey, Angry Canadian. Hello, hello. How are you today? It can be a lot of words. Slunk, skulk. Yep. Good morning to you. I hope your evening is finding you well. Soy Pooper says, I used to dabble in calligraphy, but I didn't have the paw for it. Um, what this lady said was she showed her regular handwriting, and it was not neat or pretty at all. But then she did calligraphy, and she said calligraphy is more. It truly is an art. You have certain strokes, and a lot of problems is people don't have their paper right. They their technical part is wrong. But if you can get that technical part, anybody can do calligraphy. Um, it does take practice, but yeah, it's beautiful. I love calligraphy. Bucky says, I have tried calligraphy. It's not for me, but gave me some new appreciation for it. It's really amazing. And Fallout says, I'm lucky if I can just write legibly. Your handwriting and calligraphy are two different things. Um, which once you get that and you quit thinking about your writing, you're creating the letters with different strokes. It's just really really interesting. Gooey. Okay. Oh, we have another Chinese. Now have a Chinese thing from Sashi called Nian Gao. Let's look this up. Let's see if I pronounce Nian Gao. Let's see. Chinese New Year sweet rice cake. Let's look at some images of this. Ooh, they have some. Ooh, I don't know which picture to do. Let's move this over. I'll let you look at all the pictures. Here are all the pictures. There's that one. Ooh, that one looks just really very pretty. Ooh, and they've got some smaller ones here. Let's see what else is there. Those are some that you can buy. Well, let's look at a recipe for this. Let's see. Who do I want to get it from? Oh, you can actually make this in the pressure cooker. Very interesting. So let's look at this. Uh, Ni Gao is a chewy, sticky cake made of rice. The texture is similar to other fruits made with glutinous rice flour, including custard mochi and lo mei cheese. So let's look. Let's see if we can find this recipe. Their recipe. Recipe. There's the recipe. So it has brown sugar, kosher salt water, coconut milk, orange zest, um, uh, almond vanilla extracts are optional, and 3 cups glutinous rice flour. So that is it. Wow. Well, you know what we're going to do here? Let's take this recipe. Let's go back where we can see a pretty picture. There's some pretty pictures. And I'm going to put this in my Discord real quick here. Another one for today. Even though it's not necessarily Malaysian, I'm going to put it under that one anyway. So if you guys are um, part of my Discord, um, you can go over there and view other recipes that Sashi has shared. You can also put in your own recipes, food pictures, crafting stuff. um, memes. I'm going trying to put my memes over there. So if you have a Discord and would like um, to join our group, let me know in the chat. If if you follow me on Twitter, you can also send me a DM saying that you would like to, and I will invite you to the Discord. It is still a work in progress, so I'm not opening it up to everyone. But I like people to go in, look at it, give me your opinions. If there's something not working, like if you can't get into a channel that I made or something like that, let me know. That would be great. But yeah, I'm slowly adding to it. um, you've never done Discord. How do you do that? I joined Discord, and then I joined Discord because people needed to use it for uh, the voice in the chat. Um, when we were playing games, they used the Discord for that. Um, I don't really. I just kind of joined it and stumbled along. I have no mods yet, Angry Canadian, for it. That's why I'm kind of keeping it closed right now because I know that you need to have this security. And I was wondering, I'm thinking about instead of having someone mod the whole channel, have people mod different categories, and that way they're not responsible for the whole thing. I'm not sure if you can do that. I think you can, but yeah, that's why I'm keeping it closed and limited to people that I know that are come on my chats uh, because it could be. I heard that it can get really bad. Um, I have my youngest help me a little bit doing the permissions and stuff, so I'm slowly getting there. But no, I have no mods yet. Okay, so I will. Oh, okay. I know what I need to do, Bucky. Thank you. Um, I will fix that. So you're, um, yeah, Bucky. If ever anything you see anything like that, just send me a message in Discord, and I will see it, and then I will fix it. Thank you. I will fix that. The only Discord I've experienced is at some workplaces. Okay, so we got to get this word going here. So the first word I think we had was, what was it? We had a bunch of them here. Love, 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 gal, gooey, slunk, skull. It could be skull. Let's try slunk. We'll start from the. I think it's skull. I'm going to type in skull. I'm going to, because we don't have any more guesses left. It was skull. Skull. Angry Canadian, do you have a Discord? Do you do Discord? Yeah, right now that's yes, that's why I'm doing it, Angry Canadian, because it sounds safe. Oh, you know what? I did miss this one. I read it. History trivia from Snortopoopas Cuber. Japanese Admiral Yamamoto Isoroku Iso, Is, Isoroku was noted for his fine calligraphy. So it was skull. Now we have a K at the end and an I somewhere else. Oh my gosh, we're not gonna. We're not gonna get this one. I don't think we're gonna finish this puzzle. Um. Oh. Oh. Angry. No. 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 That's not true. That's not true. He says, I have an account and I use it to interact with people, but I'm not Mrs. Dadman's level of popularity to have my own server. If you have an account, you can make your own server. So in a sense, you have one, you just haven't developed it yet. I'm just doing it because I like. I wanted to find a place to initially to share my Legos, and then it started off. I didn't like all the memes I show on here. I'll put them on a thing, and I got the idea when there was a celebration, and it talked about making a positivity wall, like where you work, where people can post positive stuff. And I went, oh well, that would be neat. That would be neat if I did it on a Discord. And I think I said that, but then I never put it. It's not on there yet. I've you know, I've got about talking, so I need to add in here a positivity wall and and put that. But I got like memes and food pictures and stuff like that. So I got to remember to put the positivity wall. And then Sasha went and kept sharing recipes. So I needed a place for that because those recipes are, oh my gosh, and I was so afraid they were going to get lost. And so I started putting them in my digital. I have a digital recipe book that I put them in, but I wanted to share them with other people, so I kind of did that. Um, so that's kind of how it evolved. So we're going to try chick. Hey, chick. It was chicken. Then we have shiny already there. And then we have an ER at the end with a T and an I. You use Discord all the time, Mandalorian? I'm getting used to it. I'm getting used to it. And Becky's going to make a Discord server all for myself. Nobody's invited but myself, a very exclusive. And Sashi knows people who sew Discord. He says, oh, Sashi says, the only Discord I've experienced is at some workplaces. Oh, I'm kind of flipping around here because I see some and then I forget. Um, and Snorter Poopa says to Bucky, let me be the first not to like your new Discord. And Sashi is laughing at Bucky, and Bucky appreciates that because of those of you that don't know, Bucky's goal is to become the most disliked creator on YouTube. So if you could go over to her channel, which is at Bucky's Crafting, and dislike all the videos and don't subscribe to her, just don't support her, and just don't like her, and she would be very happy. Um, so no, not really. Well, that's what she says, but don't do that. Um, and Tina says, Bucky says, I'll be right back. Got to call my mom and interrupt their moving process to ask if they want me to bring dinner. And Tina says, I'm sorry, but no matter how hard you try, I still like you, Bucky. And Bucky's like, no, don't like me. Leave mean comments on my videos. No, don't do that. We have the word timer. Timer, somebody that's actually playing the game, actually trying to solve the puzzle. Timer, it was timer. And then we have an O in the second, an E at the end, and a T and an R that are in the thing. The T cannot be in the middle. And there is an R. E-O, it can't be T. So the T has to be at the end. Blank R-O blank T-E. R-O. Whatever that word is. Or it could be forte. Oh, goodness. Which one should we do? Roate or forte? Let's try forte. 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 It was forte. Yeah, I'm glad I chose yours. Uh, then we have a blank O blank ed. Okay, this is from Tina to Bucky. Okay, Bucky, you win. Your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberries. Oh, let's look. You know, we haven't looked at a celebration here. It's Love Your Bookshop Day. It's a holiday that was founded by the Australian Booksellers Association. The aim is to appreciate bookshops around the country and highlight all the things that make local bookshops beneficial. The day creates a national wide appreciation for books and encourages more people to read. Bookshops serve Bookshops exist to serve knowledge to the public, and that is a very important job. The more equipped bookshops are, the better quality of knowledge people can get access to. In time when books can be ordered online, the local brick and mortar bookshop needs all the support it can get. So, from Australia, love your bookshop day, and this is nationaltoday.com. Let's see. We do not have that many more things. Doped. I think it's doped also. And it was doped. And then we have a blank, blank, blank with an ID at the end. Bucky says, Sashi says to Bucky's crafting, being Asian, best I can do is be indifferent. It's not socially acceptable to dislike. That's reserved for close relatives only. Oh, goodness. So, okay. Make Bucky the most indifferent streamer on YouTube. So we have a ID at the end with a PH. Our poll, how's it going? There we have 20 votes. Yay, 20 votes. How many likes do we have? We have 12 people watching. And we have 17 likes. So 3 people voted but didn't like. Oh well. Let's see. Chocolate fudge is still number 1. Creamsicle is second. Lime is third. And cherry is in the fourth place. So, Angry Canadian says very true to Sashi's comment. So this word, I believe it is aphid. So we'll use that final vowel, finally, a. And then we have an a-hole. No, I'm just kidding. And then we have hole. And then we have vigor. We've already got the letters there. And then all the rest of these hopefully will be fairly easy. Baton, then spent, then court, then cloak. All these have only 1 or 2 letters, so they pretty obvious where they go. Cloak, then sigma. There's a word you guys can figure out. And let's see, what do we have here? It is a World Lizard Day, according to daysoftheyear.com, as a part of a larger global effort to recognize, learn about, and take care of the planet. Many different days have been set aside to honor animal and plant life. World Lizard Day is one of them. So get on board with learning about the fascinating scaly creatures that have an important role to play in the different ecosystems around the world. With 4 legs, scaly skin, long bodies, and movable eyelids, lizards boast about at least 7,000 different varieties of species that can be found all over the world. So there's certainly plenty to celebrate on this day. World Lizard Day offers a special opportunity for schools, parks, zoos, and reptile fans to spend some time focusing on this unique category of animal. World Lizard Day. Celebrated today. Let's see. Well, I believe that's about all of our things. So, joust. Tina says, "Hey, a day, almost for me." Yes, and we have the word joust. We have a joust, and then Sashi says, "Joust reminds me of the movie A Knight's Tale with Heath Ledger." Heath Ledger. I know I can get his name correct. Ledger. So we have brash, brash, then the guava, guava, and death, and prose, and an S with a C and an M, gram, shady, red, dwell. A lot of these, like I say, they have only one or two letters, so they pretty much, they can either be sumpty or musty. So you kind of just, well, I cannot believe that we won this puzzle. So we have, I didn't read all those words because I'm going to read them right now. We have solved this puzzle. It took us 24 minutes. 24 minutes puzzle time, but an almost 50 minutes, a little over 50 minutes game time. I mean, stream time. So here are words. I'm going to try to say them all in one breath. So I'm going to take a deep breath here and see if I can do it. I don't know today. I'm a little congested. Gooey skull, chick, shiny timer, forte, doped, aphid, hole, vigor, baton, spent, cork, cloak, sigma, joust, brass, guava, death, pro, scram, shady, tread, dwell, hairy, musty, choke, fresh, dance, steak, weird, saute. Yes, we did it. Woohoo! We solved this puzzle with 0 chances for quite a while. So there we go. Actually, we had one guess. I thought we had 0. Oh, well. Oops. So let's go ahead and close this. We did good, everybody. Yay! Well, let's not close it first. Let's first do that, and then we'll close it. Okay, everybody. Let's check out our poll here really quick and see how it's going. Do we have any more votes? We still have 20 votes, so the poll is the same as it was before. And so you know what time it is. 1 second, everybody. Grateful, grateful I could mute because that was um, very congestiony I am today, so I apologize. So it's howdy doody time. It's howdy doody time. And we have some yays and yays for solving the puzzle. And you guys do help me a lot on those puzzles. So today is, yes, you know it, you love it. It is happy birthday time. We get our celebration, our birthdays from onthisday.com and Wikipedia. Yes, I use Wikipedia, everybody, because it is easy. So if anything is incorrect in here, it is their fault. Okie dokie. So yes, it is a birthday time today. August 14th. If today is your birthday, happy birthday to you. Let's see who our And to let you know, the way that On This Day does their birthdays, well, the way I do them is I start from the oldest and then I come up to the youngest. So there's going to be a lot of dead people at the beginning of the birthdays, and then they will slowly start living near the end. Um, but yes, I find birthdays back into the 1700s. Some of them are really cool, and I do them just for one very specific fact about them. But that's what makes this really, really fun. Our first birthday is Han Christian Ørsted. He passed away at 73 years old. He was a Danish physicist and chemist. He discovered that electric currents create magnetic fields, which was the first connection found between electricity and magnetism. Ørsted's law and the Ørsted unit, the OE, are named after him. He was the first modern thinker to explicitly describe and name the thought experiment. In 1819, he was the first to extract pepperine and subsequently name it. He extracted it from Piper nigrum, the plant from which both white and black pepper comes from. He also designed a new type of piezometer to measure the compressibility of liquids in 1822. In 24, he made a significant contribution to chemistry by being the first person to successfully produce aluminum in its metallic state, albeit in a less than pure form. So Hans Christian Ørsted did a lot of stuff. Passed away at 73 years old in 1851. Our next person is Doc Holliday, passed away at 36 years old. He was a dentist, gambler, and a gunfighter. He was a close friend and associate with lawman Wyatt Earp. He's best known for his role in the events surrounding his participation in the gunfight at the OK Corral in Tombstone, Arizona. He developed a reputation of having killed more than a dozen men in various altercations, but modern researchers have concluded that, contrary to popular myth making, Holliday killed only 1 to 3 men. Holliday's colorful life and character have been depicted in many books and portrayed by well known actors in numerous movies and television series. Doc Holliday passed away at 36 years old. Yes, and he is part of the Awesome Mustache Club. Yes. Whoops. Did I? Oh, I meant to put that in there. And part of the Awesome Mustache Club. You are correct. Now, those of us who are baseball fans, yes, Tombstone was a great movie. Yes. Those of us who are baseball fans probably know this poem, maybe not the author. Ernest Thayer died at 77 years old, was an American writer and poet. He wrote the poem Casey, or as many people know it, Casey at the Bat, which is the single most famous baseball poem ever written according to the Baseball Almanac, and the nation's best known piece of comic verse, a ballad that began a native legend as colorful and permanent as that of Johnny Appleseed and Paul Bunyan. Um, our local baseball um, club of baseball, the minor league baseball team that we have here, when the original owner was there, um, if a kid went up and they recited Casey at the Bat, they got a special prize. So, yes, very. I used to know it, but I don't anymore. So Ernest Thayer, Casey at the Bat, and then we have Charles Jean de Lavelle Poussin. Poussin. I think it's well, I can't say. I can't say. It just sounds too naughty. Charles Jean de Lavelle Hussein. Passed away at 95 years. He was a Belgian mathematician, best known for proving the prime number theorem. The King of Belgium ennobled him with the title of Baron. So, yeah, he proved the prime number. I think that was cool. I might have to run and get some more water. Snorterpoopa said Doc Holliday dusted many a cookie in his day. I believe that's what that was in reference to. So, yes. Our next person is John Galsworthy, 65 years old when he passed away. He's an English novelist and playwright, best known for his trilogy of novels collectively called the Forsyth Saga, and the two later trilogies, A Modern Comedy and End of the Chapter. He was awarded the 1932 Nobel Prize in Literature. John Galsworthy, novelist and Nobel laureate. James Pittman. James Pittman, 84 years old, was a publisher, senior civil servant, politician, and prominent educationalist with a lifelong passion for entomology, orthography, and pedagogy. He is best known for his attempt to improve children's literacy in the English speaking world by means of an interim teaching orthography known as the initial teaching alphabet. Basically, the literacy rate was so low that he thought that um, creating a alphabet in between that, because the English language has some weird combinations of letters, and so what he did was those sounds like ig like IGHT made a specific is a specific sound, um, and he would make them into one letter. And so he had this whole new alphabet, and it had lots of letters in it, combinations, and he would combine letters and things, which it worked really well um, to begin with. But then they found that kids started having problems when it came to using the traditional English alphabet. It was confusing to them for there to be two alphabets. So it has since quit being used. Um, but at one point, it was quite popular. Then we have John Ringling North, 81 years old when he died, vice president and director of the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus from 37 to 43 and 47 to 67. His mother was the sister of of the Ringling Brothers. As a boy, he hawked balloons and novelties at his uncle's circuses. He learned to dance and play the saxophone from circus performers and formed his own dance band while at college. He attended the University of Wisconsin and Yale University, but he left Yale in his junior year after working for 2 years in the New York stock brokerage. North worked for the Ringling Brothers real estate companies and for the circus during the summers. He returned to the brokerage business from 29 to 36 while continuing to assist the Ringling Brothers with their business interests. After the death of his uncle and namesake John Ringling, the last of the original Ringling Brothers, North became president and director of the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey combined shows. Under North's management, the circus switched from tents to air-conditioned venues in 1956, in part to offset rising labor costs. He also replaced the circus's unrelated acts with thematic programs. He once hired George Balanchine to choreograph a ballet using the circus elephants. Good night, Angry Canadian. You have a wonderful sleep. Angry Canadian is another person that's on the other side of the world that comes and visits. I really appreciate it. And bye, Tina. I hope your doctor's appointment is well. So he ordered um, he hired Valentine to choreograph ballet using circus elephants. And then Valentine brought Igor Stravinsky to compose the circus polka for the elephant dance. In 1967, the Ringling heirs sold the circus, ending 80 years of the Ringling family control of the enterprise. So John Ringling, a circus director. Alice Ghostley passed away at 84 years, was an actress and singer, best known for her role as the bumbling witch Esmeralda on Bewitched. She also played Cousin Alice on Mayberry RFD and Bernice Clifton on Designing Women. She received an Emmy nomination for Best Supporting Actress for her role in Designing Women. Lena Wertmuller, an Italian film director and screenwriter. She's best known for her 1970s art house films Seven Beauties, The Seduction of Mimi, and Love and Anarchy, and Swept Away. She was the first female director to be nominated for the Academy Award for Best Director for Seven Beauties. She won many awards, including an Academy Honorary Award, as well as the David D. Donatello Career Achievement Award, and was nominated for many others, including a Golden Globe Award, two Academy Awards, and two Palme d'Or awards. Lena Wertmuller passed away at 93 years old. And we have Thomas Meehan, 88 years old, an American playwright. He wrote books for the musicals Annie, The Producers, Hairspray, Young Frankenstein, and Crybaby. He co-wrote the books for Elf, the musical, and Limelight, the story of Charlie Chaplin. He received Tony Awards for Best Book of a Musical 3 times, for Annie, The Producers, which he shared with Mel Brooks, and for Hairspray, which he shared with Mark O'Donnell. Thomas Meehan passed away at 88 years old. And we have a Richard R. Ernest, 87 years old, a Swiss physical chemist and a Nobel laureate. He was awarded the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 91 for his contributions toward the deployment of Fourier transform nuclear magnetic resonance spectrography. These underpin applications to both to the chemistry with NMR spectroscopy. I can't say this word. Spectroscopy, and to medicine with magnetic resonance imaging, or MRIs. He humbly referred to himself as a tool maker rather than a scientist. Richard R. Ernst passed away at 87. And a part of Are You Being Served? Mr. Lucas, are you available? He was a British actor best known for having played the womanizing and wisecracking junior salesman Mr. Lucas in the sitcom Are You Being Served? He also played the role as Toby Mulberry Smith in the long-running sitcom Last of the Summer Wine. Trevor Bannister passed away at 76 years old. Mr. Lucas, are you available? And we have Galen Hall, one of Dad's favorite coaches. Not. He really screwed up the Gators. He's a retired American college and professional football coach and player. He's a native of Pennsylvania and alumnus of Penn State University, where he played college football. He was previously the offensive coordinator at the University of Oklahoma and the University of Florida, and the head coach of University of Florida. While he was a coach at University of Florida, he did some violations, and the NCAA deemed Hall's alleged violations serious enough that it would have kicked the Gators off of live television during the 1990 season. They couldn't. They had scholarship restrictions and all that stuff. I don't think the scholarships were because of him, but they were not allowed to be in bowl games. Just a lot of foolishness because they broke the rules. So the school forced his resignation. He had not been hired as a college head coach ever since. He coached professional football teams Orlando Thunder, the Rhine Fire, and the XFL's Orlando Rage, and he has most recently served as the offensive coordinator at his alma mater, Penn State. And Bucky has returned. Bye, everyone that left, and hello to everyone that has joined. We have a David Crosby, 81 years old, an American singer, songwriter, and guitarist. As he first found fame as a member of the Byrds, with whom he helped pioneer the genre of folk rock and psychedelia in the mid 1960s. Later, he was part of the supergroup Crosby, Stills, and Nash, who helped popularize the California sound of the 1970s. In addition to his music, Crosby was known for his outspoken personality, politics, and personal troubles. He was sometimes depicted as emblematic of the counterculture of the 1960s. John Andrew McBride, 80 years old, an American naval officer, test pilot, astronaut, and administrator for NASA. Throughout his career with the United States Navy, McBride served as an aviator, a fighter pilot, a test pilot, and an aeronautical engineer. He achieved the rank of captain when he retired in 1989. He was an astronaut with NASA, a role in which he piloted the STS 41G and would have been commander of STS 61E had the mission not been canceled in the wake of the Challenger disaster. John Andrew McBride, 80 years old. And then we have Steve Martin. Steve Martin, 79 years old today, and a comedian, actor, writer, producer, and musician. He is known for his work in comedy films, television, and recording, and he's received many accolades. He's gotten 5 Grammy Awards, a Primetime Emmy Award, and an honorary Academy Award. He also received the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor in 2005, the Kennedy Center Honors in 2007, and American Film Institute Life Achievement Award. He has starred in films such as The Jerk, Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid, which is a brilliant movie, The Man with Two Brains, All of Me, Three Amigos, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, L.A. Story, Bowfinger, Looney Tunes Back in Action. He also played family patriarchs in Parenthood, The Father of the Bride films, and the Cheaper by the Dozen films. In 2021, he co created and starred in his first television show, the Hulu comedy series Only Murders in the Building, alongside Martin Short and Selena Gomez. He has earned three Primetime Emmy nominations, 2 Screen Actor Guild nominations, a Golden Globe nomination, and a 2021 Peabody Award nomination for this movie. In 2022, him and Martin Short co-hosted Saturday Night Live with Gomez making an appearance. He played banjo at an early age and has included music in his comedy routines from the beginning of his professional career. He's released several music albums and has performed with various bluegrass acts, including Earl Scruggs, with whom he won a Grammy for Best Country Instrumental Performance, and his first solo music album, The Crow, New Songs for the Five-String Banjo, which he released in 2009. He received a Grammy Award for Best Bluegrass Album. And Bucky loved Cheaper by the Dozen. So Steve Martin, 79 years old today. And we have Susan St. James. Susan St. James is an American actress. She is most widely known for her work in television during the 60s, 70s, and 80s. She was in the detective series Macmillan and Wife. Um, she then co-starred with Peter Fonda in a film Outlaw Blues, and she was in the vampire comedy Love at First Bite, which had George Hamilton, whose birthday I believe was yesterday, and followed up with a role in the comedy How to Beat the High Cost of Living. And then after that, she went back to television again to play in the sitcom Kate and Allie. Susan St. James is 78 years old. And JP says, I saw Steve Martin do the bluegrass stuff. He is awesome. His Yes, he is. He is an accomplished musician along with a comedian. Absolutely. Then we have Danielle Steele, an American writer best known for her romance novels. She is the best-selling living author and one of the best-selling fiction authors of all time. She has sold over 800 million copies, and as of 2021, she has written 190 books, including over 140 novels. Has produced several books a year, often juggling up to 5 projects at once. All of her novels have been bestsellers, including those issued in hardback, despite, quote, a resounding lack of critical acclaim. That's from Publishers Weekly. Her books often involve rich families facing a crisis, threatened by dark elements such as prison, fraud, blackmail, and suicide. Sue has also published children's fiction and poetry as well as creating a foundation that funds mental illness related organizations. Her books have been translated into 43 languages, 22 have been adapted for television, including 2 that have received Golden Globe nominations. Daniel Steele, wow, 77 years old today. And we have Carl Lumbly, 73 years old. He's an actor. He is known for his role as television's first black superhero in Mantis. He played Dick Halloran in Doctor Sleep, NYPD Detective Marcus Petrie on the CBS police drama Cagney and Lacey. He played CIA agent Marcus Dixon on the ABC espionage drama Alias, and he was the voice of Jean Martian Manhunter in the animated series Justice League, Static Shock, and Justice League All Unlimited, all part of the DC animated universe. As a reference to his voice work as Jean, Lumbly portrayed Jean-Jean's father, Miran, in the CW's Arrowverse on Supergirl from 2017 to 2019. He also played Isaiah Bradley, the first black super soldier in the Marvel Cinematic Universe installments, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and the forthcoming Captain America Brave New World. Carl Lumbly, 73 years old today. I'm going to have to go get some water. Bye, Connie. See you. Have a great one. There we go. We have James Horner, 61 years old when he passed away, an American film composer. He worked on more than 160 film and television productions between 78 and 2015. He was known for the integration of choral and electronic elements alongside traditional orchestrations and for his use of motifs associated with Celtic music. He won 2 Academy Awards, one for Titanic, which also became the best selling orchestral film soundtrack of all time, and also for Avatar. His other Oscar nominated scores were for Aliens, American Tail, Field of Dreams, Apollo 13, Braveheart, A Beautiful Mind, House of Sand, and Fog. Some of his other notable scores were from Star Trek II, Wrath of Khan, Willow, The Land Before Time, Glory, The Rocketeer, Legends of the Fall, Jumanji, Casper, Balto, The Mask of Zorro, Deep Impact, The Perfect Storm, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Troy, The New World, The Legend of Zorro, Apocalypto, The Karate Kid, the 2010 version, and The Amazing Spider-Man. James Horner passed away in 2015 at the age of 61. He died in a plane crash. He was an avid flyer, and his one-seater plane crashed. Rusty Wallace, He's a former NASCAR racing driver. He won the 1984 NASCAR Cup Series Rookie of the Year and the 1989 NASCAR Winston Cup Championships. For the accolades over the course of his successful career, Wallace has been inducted into the NASCAR Hall of Fame and the International Motorsports Hall of Fame, the Motorsports Hall of Fame of America, and the National Motorsports Press Association Hall of Fame. With 55 career points paying victories, Wallace is ranked 11th among the all time NASCAR Cup Series winners. He is ranked 17th in a tie with Bobby Allison among those who have competed during the sport's modern era, which is 1972 to present. Rusty Wallace, 68 years old. Beautiful Bobby Eaton, an American professional wrestler. He was most famous for his work in tag teams. Over the course of his career, which lasted from 1976 to 2015, he wrestled for an extended period of times for various wrestling promotions. He held a large number of championships, including the NWA WCW World Tag Team Championships on 3 occasions. He was inducted into the Wrestling Observer's Newsletter Hall of Fame and the Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame. He passed away at 61 years old. Bye, Bucky. Thank you for lurking. We have a Magic Johnson, an American businessman and former professional basketball player. He was often regarded as the greatest point guard of all time. He spent his entire career with the LA Lakers in the NBA. After winning a national championship with Michigan State in '79, he was selected first overall in the 1979 NBA draft by the Lakers, and he led the team to 5 NBA championships during their quote Showtime era. He retired abruptly in 1991 after announcing that he had contracted HIV, but he returned to play in the '92 All-Star Game, winning the All-Star MVP award. After protests against his return from his fellow players, he retired again for 4 years, but returned in '96 at the age of 36 to play 32 games for the Lakers before retiring for the third and final time. Since his retirement, he has been an advocate for HIV/AIDS prevention, as well as an entrepreneur, philanthropist, broadcaster, and motivational speaker. Johnson is a former part owner of the Lakers and was the team's president of basketball operations in the late 2010s. He's a founding member of the Guggenheim Baseball Management, a managing entity of the MLB's Los Angeles Dodgers, and also partly owns the WNBA's Los Angeles Sparks, the MLS Los Angeles FCs, and the NFL's Washington Commanders. He has won a total of 14 champions during his career. 1 in college, 5 as an NBA player, and 8 as an owner. Then we have Sarah Brightman, an English classical crossover soprano singer, actress, and dancer. She began her career as a member of the dance troupe Hot Gossip and released several disco singles as a solo performer. And in '91, she made her West End musical theatrical debut in Cats, met composer Andrew Lloyd Webber, whom she later married. She went on to star in several West End and Broadway musicals, including The Phantom of the Opera, where she originated the role of Christine Daae. Her original London cast album of Phantom was released on CD format in '87 and sold 40 million copies, making it the biggest selling cast album ever. She retired from stage acting and divorced Lloyd Webber. Uh, she then resumed her music career, this time as a classical crossover artist. She is the first artist to have been invited twice to perform the theme song at the Olympic Games. Her first one was at the 1992 Barcelona Olympic Games, where she sang "Amigos para Siempre" with the Spanish tenor Jose Carreras, with an estimated global audience of a billion people. 16 years later, in 2008, she was in Beijing. She sang with Chinese singer Luo Huan, performing the song You and Me to an estimated 4 billion people worldwide. Sarah Brighton, 64 years old today. And Susan Olsen, an American actress, former radio host. She is known for her role as Cindy Brady, the youngest Brady child in the sitcom The Brady Bunch. For the full run of the show, she from 69 to 74. She really did have a lisp. That feature, uh-oh, something happened here. I messed up. Oh, that feature was real, and she worked hard to overcome the speech impediment throughout her life. Her role as the youngest Brady followed her after she left the series, and she was often teased for portraying that character. We then have Holly Bailey. She began her career as a model and entered several beauty contests. She finished as first runner-up in the Miss UA pageant, and she came in sixth in the Miss World. Her breakthrough film role was in the romantic comedy Boomerang. Then she played in the Flintstones, Bulworth, and also, as well as a television film introducing Dorothy Dandridge, which she won a Primetime Emmy Award and a Golden Globe Award. She established herself as one of the highest paid actresses in Hollywood due to 2000. Um, she portrayed a struggling widow in the romantic drama Monsters Ball. She became the only African American woman to win the Academy Award for Best Actress and the first woman of color. She took on high profile roles such as Storm in four installments of the X-Men series, henchman of a robber in the thriller Swordfish, the Bond girl Jinx in Die Another Day, the title role of in the much derided Catwoman. She had a varying critical and commercial reception in the subsequent years. She did Perfect Strangers, Cloud Atlas, and The Call, being among her notable film releases. She launched the production company 606 Films and has been involved in the production of a number of projects in which she performed in, such as the CBS science fiction series Extant. She appeared in the action films Kingsman, The Golden Circle, and John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum. She made her directorial debut with the Netflix drama Bruised, and she has been a Revlon spokesmodel since 1996. Our next person is Daisuke Ishawatari. He's a Japanese video game developer, illustrator, musician, and composer. He is also a voice actor. He is best known for creating the 2D fighting game series Guilty Gear. He designed the characters and storyline and wrote the music. He has also formerly provided the in-game voices for the characters Soul Bad Guy and Order Soul, as well as Fried Velez in Battle Fantasia. He was born in Johannesburg, South Africa, and raised in Japan. He worked with Arc System Works on the first Guilty Gear as soon as he left school. Along with Yoshiro Kusano, he wrote the music for Blue Blaze and painted the character selection portraits for the sequel, Blaze Blue Continuum Shift. He is a metal and rock composer with many of his games featuring his music. His composition features and his compositions feature intricate guitar work. The albums Guilty Gear 10 in LA and Guilty Gear 10 in New York include his vocals, as do three albums in Japanese by the band Lapis Lazuli. He is also composed for Hardcore Uprising. Yes, Sashi Catwoman. That stood out for all the wrong reasons. Yes, it did. And we have Estrella Morante, 44 years old, a Spanish flamenco singer. She is the daughter of flamenco singer Enrique Morente and dancer Aurora Carbonell. She has performed with her father since age 7 and recorded her first album in 2001, which was, I'm not going to read the Spanish version title because I will butcher it, but it's My Songs and a Poem. This was followed the same year by Quelle de Air, which was well received by critics and flamenco fans. She released her third album, Women, in 2006, which her father produced. In December 2001, she married bullfighter Javier Conde in Nuestro Senora de las oh Basilica in Granada, and they have 2 children, Estrella Morante. And our last person is Tim Tebow. This is for you, Dad Man, if you're still listening. American, a former football quarterback who played in the NFL for 3 seasons. He played primarily for the Denver Broncos. He first played college football for the Florida Gators, where he became the first underclassman to win the Heisman Trophy and helped lead the team to 2 BCS national championship titles in 2006 and 2008. At the conclusion of his collegiate career, he had held the Southeastern Conference's records for career passing efficiency and rushing touchdowns. He was selected by the Broncos in the first round of the 2010 draft. He became the Broncos starter during the 2011 season and revitalized a struggling team, bringing them to the franchise's first division title and playoff victory since 2005. His frequent comeback victories and outspoken Christian faith made him a cultural phenomenon, with his habit of dropping to one knee in prayer on the field becoming known as Tebowing. Due to questions over Tebow's potential as an NFL quarterback, he was traded after the season to the New York Jets. So even though he helped the team, they traded him anyway, where he spent 1 year as backup. After failing to make the regular season roster of the New England Patriots and Philadelphia Eagles, Tebow pursued a minor league baseball career with the New York Mets organization from 2016 to 21. The same year he retired from baseball, he returned to the NFL as a tight end for the Jacksonville Jaguars, but was released after one preseason game. Since 2017, he has been a regular contributor and co-host for college football programming on SEC Network and ESPN. He was inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame in 2023. That is our birthdays for today, everybody. So I hope you enjoyed them. I am going to run real quick and go get a some water, fill my water cup back up, and I will be right back. I am back. Thank you guys so much for that. Oh, goodness. I had to get a drink of water. Okay, now it's time for our memes. There's not really memes today, and you'll find out why in a second. Today is National Tattoo Removal Day. Ever immediately regretted a tattoo that you thought would be an excellent idea at the time? Or perhaps you got caught up in the hype and made a reckless decision on Tattoo Day? Whatever your woe, National Tattoo Removal Day is here to say that mistakes need not be permanent. A day of pained winces and fresh starts, National Tattoo Removal Day laments the inks of the past and celebrates a cleaner look. So our National Tattoo Day is we're going to show bad tattoos. Can you not hear anything? Oh, okay. I ran off real quickly to go get some water and I muted myself. But today is National Tattoo Removal Day. So we are going to be sharing bad tattoos. And And I looked at some, and some they said were bad tattoos. Some I don't think they were appropriate tattoos, but they weren't necessarily bad. Sashi says, I remember listening to a group B Tribe in the 90s. It was a mix of flamingo and electronic music. Oh, I wonder if they're wonder if they have a wonder if they have a page. There's a lot. Let me find one, and I'm going to subscribe to it so I can check it later. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so here we are with tattoos that need to be fixed. Like this one, we need to plan ahead. I bet you they did that on purpose. But yes, not ones that are necessarily, because there's some that they say are bad. I don't think they're appropriate, but they're not bad tattoos. These are ones that are just out and out bad tattoos. So here we go with this, our memes for today. What a beautiful rendition of Marilyn Monroe. She looks like she's in agony. That's a bad tattoo. And I got a lot that they're just grammatical errors. They're just wrong. Live your life. If you, it's supposed to be Lyour. Live your life. That's actually what that says. It's like I watched this one creator, and they show tattoos that are in Japanese, and they say what they are, and usually laugh because they mean like inappropriate things, or they're used incorrectly. Um, and yes, so if this was a Japanese program and we were talking about National Tattoo Removal Day, that's probably all the tattoos I would be showing. But not being Japanese, I am not. I know this beautiful tiger. Oh, I'm so afraid of this tiger. He scares me. Hey, Penny, your grandson's here again. Well, enjoy, enjoy. Yeah, I want to get this tattoo. Not. Megan's crossed out. Oops, I meant Holly. Soda Pippa says, I have a tattoo on my furry rump that says, talk to the other end. Oh, it is my life. John Bovey. Sasha can't get a tattoo. If I get pulled over by the police in Asia, tribal tattoos get a pass. Any other tattoo, and they suspect you of being a triad member. I have heard that. So it is my life, apparently, is what that says. Uh, you have a corgi that needs to be touched up. It's turning kind of greenish, and a tattoo with my grandpa's name as an acronym that a cousin made at her funeral. Yes. These are just bad. Like I say, they're bad. There's some that are tattoos I would not get, but I don't consider them bad. They're good. They're made well. They just I don't necessarily think they're appropriate. That's why I did not put them in here. Your story isn't over yet. What's wrong with that, people? Let's put the apostrophe in the correct spot, shall we? And the thing is, don't they, unless it's freestyle, don't they put it on your arm and then you have to kind of go, yes, I like it here. You like the placement. So two people had to miss that. That one just is bad. That's just bad. Hey, Mrs. Yes, I'm still going, Dad, man. We're now on it's National Tattoo Removal Day, so we're showing bad tattoos that should be removed. I look at this and I just bye, Sashi. Have a good evening. Have a good sleep. Oh, and here's a poor grandma. I agree. I agree because any most of the times they make a like a transfer and they transfer it and you have to approve it, the placement and everything before they'll do it. So if you want, like I say, that one at the beginning, the plan ahead, I think they did that as a joke. I think it's funny, but a lot of times I think it's not done correctly. Yes, isn't that horrible? That poor woman. It's it's Palpatine's grandma, and the granny was a demon. Yes, they almost always do a transfer, and you have to approve everything on it. Um, yeah, sometimes they do free drawing, freehand, however you want to call it. And Dadman says no tattoos. You spelled it wrong, Dadman. Um, see there, that yeah, let's get that. No tattoos. I was spelled that way. Poor Christopher Walken. That's supposed to be him. He looks kind of like Frankenstein. Why did they do green? I just don't get that. What an awful picture. This is a bad. Yes, Dadman is getting an insert quarter here tramp stamp when Mrs. gets monetized. So make sure you subscribe. Yes, it looks more like a Frankenstein monster or a zombie version. I agree. I agree. So everybody, get this. People come over here to subscribe. And I guess that's the New England Patriots football team. I guess. I'm not 100% sure. That one's kind of scary. Death before dish On honor, I think. Dishonor, I know is what, but that's not the correct spelling. That was freehand, and that is horrible. That is horrible. It almost looks like somebody did it at home. They probably did. I want regret in Chinese. Death before dishwashing. Wait, we got to go backwards. Yeah, it could be death before dishwashing. Can I have regret in Chinese? I bet you this one was done on purpose. Bucky says, I would get a tattoo that says death before dishwashing. That's what Snorty said. No regret. Some of these I look to see. I don't know if they're like fake or not, but I don't care. I think they're funny. And Snorty Poopa says snuffles in amusement. F the system. 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 Okie doke. I believe somebody's done that stunning. Get a tattoo of two hands on your butt so that it looks like someone's trying to crawl. I'm sure somewhere that tattoo has been done. And I wonder if he regretted getting that tattoo. Yes. Uh, no dream is too big. Grammar police? Come on. Oh, to be TOO, everybody. Come on. TOO. And poor old Freddie Mercury. If he wasn't dead, he'd die if he saw this. That's awful. Just awful. Before you get somebody to do a face tattoo, make sure they can do them. See a bunch of their work. A babby girl. You're my babby girl. I wonder if it started off as Abby and then they put the baby girl. I know. It is awful. It was another zombie tat. Yes, it was. Here, we gotta go backwards now. Yes, it's a zombie tat. And did they use a corpse for reference? And exactly. That is what portfolios are for. Absolutely. And then we have this one. A baby girl in a babby world. Maybe her name was Babby. Maybe. It looks like it said Abby to begin with. And then they put the B. I don't know. I can't even figure that one out. Hubby has a tattoo of an eye on his arm, and 10 plus years after getting it, it still looks great. He went to someone who was really good at eye specifically. He says, oh, maybe the artist was Boston. Squeeze an L in there, blabby girl. Oh my gosh. Talker, talker, talker. Uh, And yeah, poor Michael Jackson. I didn't think it was Michael Jackson until I saw the name underneath it. It's just bad. Yep. I don't know if it was a girl or a boy who had that tattoo though. I know, who knows? Who knows why? I would never. There are some tattoo artists that there are a few things that they will not do, and a lot of them will not do names like girlfriends and boyfriends. They won't do those kind of tattoos at all. So Michael Jackson, I don't think he'll be resting in peace after seeing that. Ugh, poor thing. And yes, we need to know that this is a tiger lily. Really? The tiger actually, well, it's not great, but it's not horrific either. But it's just in a lily, in a flower. How silly. How silly. I'd be figuring out how to get that one covered. And our last one, only judge can God me. Just think. that's that's our memes. The tiger lily one. I Dear judge, bless this food. Exactly. Oh, well, everybody, that is our show for today. Let's check out our poll here. Actually, let's go ahead and go through some promotions first. You've seen this one. Only God can judge me. I've seen that one before. My gosh, people use dictionaries. The judge one was kind of clever. And you take care. And let's go ahead here and let's do a few promos. I'm going to promo some stuff on Dadman's channel. He's having his 2-year anniversary this Monday. He does Fortnite football and squirrel streams with Dadman Walking55. So 8 p.m. on Monday, he's going to have a show celebrating his 2 years on YouTube or streaming. If you look, we see we've got the cute little football guy there. We've got the bus for Fortnite, and you see the itty bitty squirrel underneath the 2 years. Is that not adorable? So, yes, Monday at 8 p.m., Dadman's 2-year anniversary stream. And then that following Wednesday, he is going to be having let me take this off so you can see the whole title 2024 SEC College Football Weekly Kickoff Special with Dadman Walking 55. And yes, he's going to have a co host this year. So I don't know when he's revealing that or if he has. So I'm not going to reveal it until I know for sure that he has. But that will be Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on his channel. Whoops, let's see here. That, and we'll go to my next block party will be next Tuesday at 1 p.m. I'll be building a great horned owl mini building block set. If you'd like to see some of the other mini building blocks, join my server. Let me know that if you want to join my Discord server, and I will invite you, and you can check it out. Also, impromptu build streams. I might build something impromptu this week. I'm not 100% sure. You can follow me on Twix and Threads to find out when I do those streams. My morning musings with Mrs. Dadman Walking, your daily dose of positivity, Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. So we have puzzles, birthday celebrations, and memes. So you just watched it. So if you enjoyed it, come on back. You can support me on Ko-fi and Throne at Mrs.DadmanWalking55. One's a donation site. Buy me a cup of coffee, as they say, and Throne is a creator wish list. My If you have something and you want to mail it to, I keep forgetting about this one. If you have something and want to mail it to us, you can send it to our PO box, which is 26603 Jacksonville, Florida 32226. You can send stuff to me, to Dadman Walking 55, and to Anglo, my youngest, who is a streamer on Twitch. My streams and VODs, youtube.com at Mrs.DadmanWalking55, twitch.tv, Mrs. Dadman Walking. My reminders, you can get on Twix at MDadmanWalking, and Threads at Mrs. DadmanWalking55. I'm working on my Discord server, so hopefully that will be up and ready soon. Let's check out our. We have Mark D with a C. Hello, how are you doing? I don't know. I don't know who it is. Well, I do know who it is, but I'm not going to share. Let's see. And JP says, have a great rest of your day. And Mark says, hi, everyone, lurking at work. Have a great day. Mark, you too. Thank you so much for lurking. I appreciate that. The only things I know about Whoopa are sports and Pokemon. Yes. And says Bucky. And we have some hellos to Mark, and hellos and hellos and hellos, and a thumbs up. Thumbs up. So, everybody, let's check out our poll here real quick. Let's see what is going on here. We have 22 votes. I'm going to end the poll. We have a chocolate fudge has won with cream, orange cream is second, lime third, and cherry in fourth. Thank you, 22 people that have voted. We still have 8 people watching, and how many likes do we have? We have 19, almost 20 likes. Almost. We almost made it to 20 this time. So thank you all for being here. And remember, as well, wait, let me check out and see if somebody's going to be doing this stream today. YouTube. Sci-Fi Mombies Galactic Cafe is going to start in about a minute. So I'm going to, let me get this link out here. So if you guys want to go over there and say Mrs. Raid and give her a hello and a like, I would appreciate that. And so now I will say, everybody, I will see you next time. Remember to be kind, to show love, and you're not promised tomorrow. So go to bed each night with no regrets. And most of all, I wish you all peace. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time it is in your neck of the woods. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.